Hi everyone, it's Asuka here. In this video, I will show you why polygel lengthened nails break easily and how to remedy the problem. Even if you think you've done a good job of lengthening, if it cracks or chips immediately, this may be the cause of the problem. In this article, I will also introduce 3 mistakes that self-nailers tend to make and how to remedy them, so please watch until the end. Okay, let's get started! Unlike liquid gel, polygel has a clay-like texture, making it easy for beginners to handle and easy lengthen nails, making it a favorite nail product for many self-nailers. However, I often receive many comments from viewers that it breaks or chips easily. So, I would like to introduce 3 causes of polygel failure that beginners tend to make. If you are having trouble getting it right no matter how many times you try, the 3 things I am about to show you may be the cause. Before you start lengthening, watch this video to learn how to avoid mistakes. The first cause. The first common cause is small tip size. When you use polygel for lengthening, you first choose a tip that is the right size for your nails, right? At that time, many people do not choose the right tip size. I have seen many viewers with images of their nails, and most of them had thinning in this area on both sides of their nails. By using tips that are smaller in size than their own nails, the polygel is thinner in this area, and as a result, cracks develop here and break off. This area where the nail begins to separate from the skin is called the stress point. And as the name implies, this is where the most stress is placed, so most breakage occurs here. If this area, which is prone to cracking even just by itself, is not covered with polygel, it will soon crack and break from here. If you find that your nails always break, try using a tip that is one size larger. The tips are numbered 0, 1, and 2, with 0 being the largest, and the larger the number, the smaller the tip size. If your current tip size is 5 and it always breaks, try a full-size tip, which is one size larger. By using a tip one size larger, you will be able to cover the stress points well. The second cause. The second common cause of failure is pushing the tip too hard. Even if you have changed the tip size to the correct one, when you put the polygel on the tip and place it on the nail, are you pushing it too hard? If you press the tip too hard against the nail, the polygel that you have spread evenly with the brush will be pushed out. This will cause the polygel on the nail to become thinner than it should be. On the other hand, a little polygel will protrude from the tip of the nail, making it thicker. To prevent this from happening, it is important to choose the correct tip size, which is also the first cause, and to avoid pressing the tip down too much. When placing the tip, place the base of the tip 1 to 2 mm away from the base of the nail and tilt it slowly. Slide the tip into the space left 1 to 2 mm away from the base of the nail being careful not to press too hard. In this way, excess overhang is minimized and uneven thickness is created. Sliding the tip will make the base of the nail thinner, but the thinner the tip is here, the more natural the finish will look, and the thinness here will not affect the strength of the nail. Also, since the nail is pushed in for 1 mm, there will be a slight rise on the underside of the nail, so use a brush to spread it thinly. If it hardens, it can only be fixed by scraping with the nail drill, so be sure to check before putting it in the light. The third and final cause. The third and final common cause of failure is the curve of the tip is not correct. This is a common cause of failure and is related to the first two causes. The curve of the tip is steeper than the curve of your nails, resulting in a thicker finish, even if you have selected the correct tip size. Especially if you have flat nails, the tips often don't fit. Since flat tips with loose curves are not currently available anywhere, I will show you an easy way to loosen the curve of your existing tips. First, prepare hot water about 80 degrees and put the tip in the hot water. After a short time, pick it out with tweezers. While the tip is warm, pull the tip to both sides to loosen the curve. With the tip pulled, now place it in cold water to shape memorize it. In this way, tips with tight curves can be flattened. If you have a problem with the curve of the tip, please try this method. What were the causes of polygel failures and how to deal with them? If you have polygel that breaks easily, please give it a try. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button. And if you like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Bye.